Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you are getting a human design oracle deck card, and this week you get the Gate 33 and Looking Back. Now this is interesting, one, because as Cancerian, sun, moon or ascendant persons, we are prone to reflection on the past anyway, right? Now there's a few things about this card. The first one, it's the number 33. That is it's the universal master number vibration. And that always suggests to me that this card is trying to give you a message through your intuitive faculty or through looking to the past in some way, shape or form. Then on top of that, you've got the dragonfly, right? Again, a symbol of immortality. And what that kind of says to me as a motif, when you couple that with the 33 energy, this week you could get a glimpse. So when you look at the past this week, if you can separate the emotion from it, you may be able to glean something that could be very beneficial as a gem or a nugget of wisdom, right? This could be a really powerful week in that regard. The other thing with the symbol of the dragonfly being a symbol of immortality, it's also a symbol of change, and it's also a symbol of evolution. So you could see something different, you could understand something differently to how you've understood it before this week, and that could be really powerful for you. In a lot of ways, it could actually help you jumpstart leap forward in your own personal, especially spiritual evolution. All right, so really great. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, we get, all right, yeah, we get the Six of Wands, right? So look at this, 3 and 3, obviously it's a master number vibration, you don't simplify, but you know, for all intents and purposes, 3 and 3 gives you 6, you got the 6 here. 2 6s can be about irritability, but they can also be about balance. And I love this, especially because it's the Six of Wands. There is personal understanding, personal wisdom that shows up for you this week. Not only is this personal insight that's coming in going to really pave the way for your future in some regard, I think this is going to be a week where you finally understand that you should pat yourself on the back for how far you've actually come, right? On top of that, because it is the Six of Wands, this suggests to me that there is some personal advancement that's going to show up for you this week, quite literally by chance. It's almost like maybe you've put the work in for it, but it shows up and you're just like, oh, okay, this is happening. I mean, awesome, but okay, whoa. For your communications and conversations, you have the Queen of Wands, right? So an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius woman may feature for you this week in your communications. This could be a friend, it could be a mentor, it could be a colleague, it could be a boss, all of the above. Now, because you've got this Looking Back card here, I'm inclined to say that this is someone that you've either been in contact with previously or reconnected with or to in some way, shape or form. Now, that being said, it is also about boundaries. So for those of you that are working for somebody else, you might need to enforce a boundary this week. You may even need to stand your ground, or maybe you're the one that needs to lead the charge, right? Maybe you're the one that needs to light the fuse under everybody's tuckus. I always love that word. I don't know why. It's just because it's quite funny. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, again, there's an element here where you're reconnecting with someone, where you're realigning with somebody that you've aligned with before, but you understand them and the connection between you differently. You also understand how this person can take you forward in a different way as well. And, you know, also because it is the Queen of Wands, you will understand where you are willing to compromise and work with and mesh with them and where you're not. And I think this is actually a very good thing. When it comes to your physical health, for those of you that are retired or no longer working, the Queen of Wands is really asking you to get deeply acquainted with life, to really find what it is that sets you on fire, right? So what is it that really gets you fired up and passionate about life again? Maybe you've been lagging in the passion department, and that's not just about physical pleasure and passion, it's also about the passion and the zest for life. For your love and relations, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So the work this week, the profession may take up a huge chunk of your time, your life, your energy, your focus this week. If that is the case, I mean, especially because it's underneath the 6 of Wands, if it is that work takes up a lot of your time, energy and focus, try to take a moment to consider the partner. For those of you that are single and looking, honestly, this week it looks like you might be more focused on the work and the career to really think about anything like that. Now, that being said, you do have this looking back card. We've got a Mercury retrograde going on. I am inclined to say that you might find someone that you and this is so weird that this is coming out because I have moon in Cancer, as many of you know, and twice now within the space of 2 days, I've run into 2 people that I've dated in the past. So you might find this is the case. If there was someone that you dated or had a connection with through your work on a romantic or intimate level, even just a crush, this week you could find yourself treading that path again in some way, shape or form. And I gotta say, the feeling that I get from these cards is you will very likely be quite surprised at how things go this time round. For your money and materials, you have the Fool card, new things, places and people. This card, coupled with the Queen of Wands, suggests that there is a new person coming into your life. So while there is a reconnection for sure, there is also a new Queen of Wands coming into your life. This is a new fire sign person, Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, that you haven't met yet, that is very likely to help you advance yourself, your business and your finances in some way, shape or form. And usually with this kind of a combination of cards, it's in hindsight that you realize it. It's not at the time, right? So very, very interesting. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I love the Fool card for physical health and vitality because it basically says you're just full of beans, right? You've got bags of energy, you're getting back to that sort of excitable kind of fresh energy. Live it, love it and breathe it, right? And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, you could be inviting somebody new into the home this week for any number of reasons. With the Fool card here as well, you could be getting some very good news about a home if you're trying to buy, if you're trying to sell, if you're looking for a place, if you're planning a move, specifically a long distance move or an overseas move, this bodes very, very well for you. Really, really exciting stuff. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.